Greetings Nephilim, my name is Jay and yesterday we had a blast running GR 150 10 days into the season. We finished 5 out of 7 tries, never actually playing in the group before. The seasonal buff is just too strong, so if you ever wanted to clear 150 in a season, then season 19 looks very promising. I also finished my first 150 on the first try that evening to get rank 10. Please note that the team's and especially my gameplay is far from perfect. So in this video of the rank 1 clear I'm going to try and talk about the biggest mistakes that we made. Seeing the group's potential made us try harder to get a good time on 150. So we got some gem ups, also quite a lot of Paragon, and then we opened that one. Now this is during one rift, semi-grotesque, one of the best mob types. You will actually see me proc in here, that's because I gave the Serenity Shield to our wizard when he moved out of the pool for the meteor. We also misplayed the 150 chain geysers, since we didn't realize that we would actually get to 150 kills in our first pull. On the next pull we knew we were going to proc the 200 chain, and since the chests rain down where our character is standing, I tried to move on top of the yellow to the left and got killed for that because I procced earlier. I could have played it much better, I guess. There's nothing noteworthy happening right now, so I can talk a bit about the basics of how you play as a team in those greater rifts. Everything evolves around the wizard's COE cycle. He times the Archon to get Arcane every time he enters Archon for the best bazooka damage. The timer is always 32 seconds, which is exactly 2 COE cycles. Archon is 20 seconds and that's the time when the team moves, so right after Meteor got fired. You should stop once Archon ended so the wizard doesn't die and doesn't have to recalibrate his Archon and COE timers. While making the pull, the Barb also prepares the so-called pixel pulls, while also gathering and bringing enemies from around the area. Since the monk doesn't pull anything, the Barb uses Ground Stomp to group up large amounts of enemies as close as possible together to ensure best area damage procs from the Meteor. You will sometimes see the wizard shoot before he enters Arcane. That's because he wants to spawn an Oculus for even stronger bazooka damage. The wizard also tells the group a few seconds before he's going to shoot Arcane. At that moment you will see me, the monk, using my Serenity and my Breath of the Heavens. This grants the wizard a nice shield to keep up the Squirt's amulet buff and movement speed to safely move around and out of the pull while the meteor is in the air to get both the Oculus Circle and more range for Z's. Normally you wouldn't stay that long on that pull because of the low amount of trash here, but since we were extremely close to the 400 chain which spawns meteors, we decided to stay and proc to kill all of the packs. Because we made so much progress on that level, we knew we would spawn a pylon at the end, which for us was power. We decided to take it because we haven't checked the second map yet and we hoped we could spawn angels at 500 stacks. That's actually been a mistake. If we would have known that the Rift level 2 was a nice battlefields again, we should have saved the pylon for the boss kill. And we also didn't get the 500 stacks here, huge misplay from us. You can see us lagging out here for 1 or 2 seconds. This happens if the Crusader boss killer uses a skill within the pull. This makes it extremely hard for the wizard to pump out his maximum damage. But at this point I believe that we just lagged because the pull itself was quite big. Maybe not the Crusader's fault. We were trying to keep the angels alive here, But yeah, angels are super squishy, so that didn't work out for us at all. On this corner we spawned a conduit pylon, so we gathered all the elites around it and I took the pylon just a few seconds before the bazooka meteor lands. This way the pack from the pylon will get damaged by that, and we also do not lose a lot of damage from the conduit on trash. And then we spawned Vesalius, probably one of the or maybe even the worst boss this season. At that point I actually got so tilted that I said just leave, new game. But the Crusader and the Barb played the fight near to perfection. The Crusader stacks up stricken on the boss using the hammers, and just a second before his Holy See irritation comes up, he tells the team so the boss would be perma blinded and or stunned during the full Holy to guarantee maximum damage from the braces. To ensure full uptime on stuns, I also do not attack 3 times in a row because every third attack stuns enemies. You will also sometimes see me moving a little bit away from the Crusader to try and proc the frozen pulse away from him to keep up his crits more easily. I myself keep up my braces, Gogok, Epiphany, Sank and my Mantra Shield, and when I can predict that the Crusader would take a lot of damage, I also use my Serenity for the additional shield. We would have probably saved more than a minute if we had the power for the boss, which we took early on level 1. All in all, a really nice rift and a good team performance. We didn't play it perfect, but the season buff is so strong that it's not necessary to be perfect for rank 1. I hope you enjoyed the video with commentary. Don't forget to like and subscribe or sign off in the comments down below. And of course I got 3 fails, but that's not too sad since we were farming 150s anyways. Thanks for watching, I am Jay and I'm out.